Let's get more on this now. We are joined by Cornelia Meyer, CEO of Meyer Resources, which is a macroeconomic and energy policy advisory firm. She's joining us from London. Ms. Meyer, always good to have you with us on Al Jazeera. Let's start with a very important question here. Vital to Qatar's economy is, of course, liquefied natural gas. What's going to happen to the shipments now?
Well, I think what is happening is the natural gas shipments will still go on because they go over international sea lanes. Now, for the refueling of the ships, which is usually done out of the UAE, that will probably not be able to happen. So the QP, Qatar Petroleum, has taken precautions and is refueling in Singapore and also in Europe, in Malta. But and so far, the good news is that the Suez Canal is still open. If the Egyptians close the Suez Canal, that would be very, very difficult, because then you would have to go around the Southern Cape.
How much do you think this has cost Qatar's economy already, this crisis?
I think it has cost the Qatari economy quite a bit, and the cost can be seen in everything will now you will have rampant inflation, because food now can no longer come over the land border with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It has to be flown in. Qatar Airways can no longer go over the airspace of the three Gulf nations and Egypt that said that they would no longer that cease diplomatic relations. So they need to get huge detours, which obviously means they need to use more kerosene. So things are getting more expensive. The other thing is, as you mentioned, the stock market is down 10% since the beginning of the spat. The rial is down at an 11-year low, and some people are getting funds off. So it's cost Qatar. It's also costing a little bit the GCC as a region, because it's a region that is known as the beacon of stability in a very unstable area. So these spats are not helpful.
It seems to have so far cost Qatar more than it has the Gulf Cooperation Council. Given everything you've said about the damage so far, how long can Qatar hold out, do you think?
Well, Qatar is very rich, so Qatar can probably hold out for quite some time in terms of, there's a $350 billion sovereign wealth fund, so there's a big sort of a piggy bank there, and there is, it's cash rich, and as you said, it's only 2.7 million people, only 330,000 of them, by the way, are Qataris. So it can hold out quite a bit, but it's just becoming very, very expensive. And should the sea lanes close, especially should the Suez Canal close, that would be a problem. I don't foresee that to happen. I don't see how anybody would gain from that, but that would be a problem. Because the other thing we have to understand is that you have Exxon and Shell as the two big companies who are together with Qatar Petroleum working on LNG. So there is pressure, there will be pressure from those companies towards their governments to make things, go smoothly. And let us not forget, Rex Tillerson, the Secretary of State of the United States, was for more than a decade, before he became Secretary of State, the CEO of Exxon.
All right, Ms. Meyer, thank you very much for that. As always, Cornelia Meyer joining us live from London. Thank you.
Thank you.